What is up, everybody? My name is Mello for Gaming, aka Avenger Mello. From now on, just call me Avenger Mello. But today we're playing. I was suggested to play a dating sim because I've never played a dating sim before, so why not? But there was a problem with the audio the first time since I started it for the first day. So I have to. I'm not gonna start over because it's too much to read, and it will take forever and a day to get past it, and it's a lot of content. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do a quick breakdown of the game so far. Basically, I was a person, regular person just like you and me, except more of a Reddit kind of user. So you know how that goes. And I get transported into this place. I get transported into this place where I am in a summer camp. So, oh, by the way, this game is called Everlasting Summer. It's on Steam. It's free. I would recommend you trying it. But basically, I get transported to the summer camp where I meet all these people. The first couple are, let's see if I can, does the gallery show anything? Oh yeah, parts of it. You see this shit? It's a pop-up from the first day. Apparently the dude is a fan of Higurashi. I hate that damn anime. But yeah, you've seen parts of it. It's actually quite interesting. I love the artwork of this game. Kudos to whoever made it. Basically, you fell asleep on a Russian bus, and now you're at a summer camp, and you meet all these interesting characters. Alyssa, the short-tempered, Juliana, the full of energy 14-year-old, Slavia, the hot them titties though, counselor aide. You meet Olga Davalia. I can't say her whole name, so I'll say Olga D, the leader, the camp leader, and Lena. Jesus, Lena is the shy bookworm, I guess. And then you meet Electronic, which is basically it's a Russian. It's kind of a Russian thing, so Electronic is the real Electronic, like an actual guy, not a robot. Basically, you just meet all these characters, and you'll get to know them soon on. So let's go ahead and get started. No, not new game. Oh my god. No, I don't want to exit the game. I'm so sorry about that, guys. There we go. Load game. Hold on, let me turn the volume down because I don't want the music to yeah. Alright, there we go. Bright sunlight struck my eyes. By the way, I'm still trying to figure out how I got here and why I'm here, and I've been paranoid the whole time, so there's that. It's almost noon. After stretching lazily on the bed and yawning, I started to recall the previous day. In few seconds, all events passed before my eyes: the bus, the camp, the local inhabitants. No, that's just wrong. Not this whole situation, not me being here. It was wrong by default. My attitude towards what was happening was wrong. Because yesterday I fell asleep here just like that, and before that I was chatting nicely with the local pioneers. Even managed to crack a few jokes. He did. Technically, I have no idea. How could I act like that in such a situation? I should be frightened, startled by every little rustling, and avoid all contact with the potentially hostile creatures. By the way, Alyssa, that's what he's saying. The last day's events were getting hazy, and I had a hangover. This really feels like the morning after a heavy drinking party. Yesterday, naturally flawless, absolutely nothing content because a nightmare in the morning, a grotesque illusion from the divine comedy. Yes, it's just like that, and I can't change the past now. Then again, I probably assessed the situation and was acting accordingly. I glanced over to try to figure out whether I had been thrown somewhere else, but Olga D's cabin looked the same as yesterday. Who knew? Everything seemed to be in its place except for the pioneer uniform, which was hanging from the bedhead. I fumbled into distrust and tried it on. At least, it was better than walking around in winter clothes. Yes, this is Russian. He came from a Russian home from the winter. I guess it won't explain it now, so I'll just say he went to a party, whatever, and came back on a bus, drifted to sleep, and woke up here. That's all I can say. Winter, blah, blah, blah. It was going about his childhood that was kind of irrelevant. So, it was a lot of that. And for that, I need a mirror. At least a tiny one. And I finally found one on the wardrobe door. Holy, I looked like a newfound pioneer and jumped away in surprise. There was some teenager on the other side of the mirror. Oh yeah, the actual dude, the way he looks like, he's like a blonde with a beard. It's weird. He resembled me, but he wasn't me. Where did the week's stubble go? Where did the bags under my eyes, the slouch, that deathly fatigue on my face? It seemed that I had not been thrown back in time or a parallel reality, but instead simply changed bodies with someone else. Right, that's real simple. Such things happen every day. I took a closer look at the stranger, and only then I realized it was actually me. It wasn't today's me, maybe the ones from between my school and university years. Well, at least there's something. There you go. The person in an extreme situation did fail to notice the elephant in the room after all. But the camp's leader noticed that last night she told me off for addressing her without proper respect. Proper respect. Ah, screw it. I doubt my appearance affected anything else. If the clock was not lying, breakfast was long over. Well, I'll try to find something in the canteen. It worked out well yesterday with Slavia, didn't it? Titties. Those memories made me smile inadvertently. The sun was shining bright outside, a light breeze was blowing, and a beautiful summer day. I had not felt so good in the morning for several years. All problems were gone, vanished in the clouds, and they were white as snow. Ogre came out of nowhere. Good morning, Simeon. Morning. I smiled, doing my best to show that no matter what, my morning was indeed good. You only arrived yesterday, so I decided not to wake you up, but breakfast. Never mind. Here, take this. She handed me something wrapped in paper. Judging by the oily stains, there had been sandwiches inside. Oh, thank you. Now, go wash yourself. I was about to leave. Wait a second. Olga D quickly ran into the house and came out to shove a small bag into my hands. Inside, I found a toothbrush, soap, and a small towel, and something else. I did not look too closely. Our pioneer should always be clean and tidy. Let me do your handkerchief properly. This first time, yours skew. You should do it yourself once you learn how to. Do we have to? I'm going to wash myself now. Yeah, right. It could get hooked on the tap and strangle me. Fine, later then. And don't forget about the lineup. Pencil, paper, drawing lines. Don't forget such things. What lineup? What do you mean, what lineup? She frowned. It's Monday today. Weird by approximation, it should have been Saturday. But then again, a shift in day or week is hardly the worst thing. Usually we have a lineups early in the morning before breakfast. It's Monday today, so we have a 12 o'clock. Don't be late. Alright, but where? At the square. Where else? There was no reason to argue. I headed to the bathing place. I knew it could be separate showers and toilets, but at the sight of the malfunctioning symptom of decaying socialism, a funny turtle with a tin shell, paw tans, and ceramic belly, I felt sick. I was not a squeamish person, but nevertheless, standing there, I realized that there was still some minimal level of habitual comfort, which I found it troublesome to do without. it's often like when you lose things that you thought were ordinary and common, you suddenly understand just how essential they were. Screw this. I don't, as if I have any choice. The water was ice cold. Fuck that. While washing my hands was not an issue, washing my face and my mouth became a big problem. There was no toothpaste in the bag with Olga Turner gave me. I could brush my teeth without it, but there was a small round box wrapped in a towel. Tooth powder. What the fuck? Cute. One point for me being somewhere in the past. I washed myself quite quickly, also due to the ice cold water. Someone was coming quickly, more like running towards me. I turned around. It was Slavia dressed in a tracksuit. The girl would probably look good in anything pioneer uniform, bikini, probably even a spacesuit. Hell, I would love to see you in your birthday suit. Giggity. Hey there. Oh yeah, Ohio. I mean, good morning. What the fuck? Did he just, Ohio is hi in a different language. I think Japanese? No, Chinese. Something. I mean, what's up? Good morning, yeah. Oh yeah, real smooth. Why didn't you come for breakfast? I overslept. I said it as if I was proud of it. I overslept because, fuck the rules. I'm a rebel. But Olga D gave me some sandwiches. Oh great then, don't forget about the lineup. Yeah, sure. As if I could forget. What the fuck is the lineup? Right, I gotta run. Enjoy yourself. She waved goodbye to me and desperately around the path's bend. Looks like it's a couple of minutes until the lineup. I should quickly pass by my home to drop off my washing bag, eat the sandwiches, then head to the square. I swung it open, I swung open the door of the camp leader's cabin and rushed inside as if jumping into the last car of the departing train. It didn't turn out to be the best idea because inside I found Olga D, who was changing. I froze on the spot trying not to breathe. Nudity? Finally, the camp leader noticed me. Simeon. I looked away immediately. Have you heard of knocking? Now get out. Yeah, that was real clumsy. Although I did enjoy the sight. Oh, this is a show. Not gonna lie to my fans, I did want to see a little bit of boob action. I was gonna cut it out because of YouTube, but boob action is still good. Olga D followed me out in a minute. Here, take this. Now you're home too. She handed me a key. I put it in my pocket. Home? Of course. If you disregard how fantastical the current events were, the camp was far from being the worst place on earth, but to call it home? Just after one day spent here, I doubt I'll ever be able to do so. Alright, let's go. We're late. What about the sandwiches? Just eat them on the way. That's what I would do. We're passing along the lines of pioneers' cabins, and I was tucking in the ham sandwich. Olga D kept on talking and talking. She was buzzing like a game of Operation with Parkinson's. Oh my god. But I cared about nothing but the food. This is basically my life in a nutshell. Understood? What? You weren't listening? Sorry, I was eating. Today is the first day of your new life as a pioneer. And you should do your best so that it becomes a happy life. Yeah, definitely. I'm serious. A pioneer has many duties, great responsibilities. It's conferred upon him to participate in social work, to help his juniors to study and study and study again. And we here are all like one big family. And you will become part of it. Yeah, a part. I'm even signed a party membership card if it could ever save me from listening to this nonsense. I hope that after your term here is over, you keep the most pleasant memories about our camp. Memories that will last you a whole life. And when will this term end? Why did you keep asking silly questions, silly things? It seems that I won't get any information from her. A shame, really. This world appears to be so friendly, and it never bothered to introduce itself to me. Perhaps now I can take things somewhat easier than yesterday. It seems like I have some unspoken ceasefire with it. It isn't trying to hurt me, but I'm forbidden from asking questions. Of course, this situation isn't a pleasant one, but can I do something about it? A bad peace is better than a good dispute. The most important thing for you right now is to make the best of the time you will spend here. I'll do my best. Honestly, I was very tired of this conversation. So would I be. It would be good to know where here is. But we came to the square. The pioneer was already lined up. What is somebody not here yet? Nope, all here. She looked around at her brave pioneer troops. Alright, go stand somewhere. Weird. Why did she tell me there are no more sleeping places? Oh yeah, this is, okay. Before I read any more, this is all the people here. Alright, this is Alyssa. She's short-tempered. Juliana, she's 14, but she has got energy like a fucking Red Bull. She's a human Red Bull. I don't know who this is, so I guess I'm about to figure this out. This is Lena, close to Reina, but this is not Higurashi, so don't worry. She is actually quite shy and a bookworm. Like I said, this is, like, we already met her. She's the useful camp aide. And this is Electronic, the only guy here. Also, I have no idea how to explain this. It just looks weird to me. And now you know. So, continuing on with the story. While the chief was running her mouth about our plans for the week, I stared at the people. A few heads away from me stood Electronic. A little further, Lena, Slavia, and at the end of it, Juliana and Alyssa. Everyone I met here was here. Olga D spoke. I have not met her yet, so I have no idea who this is. Olga D spoke about some competitions, and I turned attention to the monument, Ginda. I could not remember any revolutionary with a similar name. He has a weird position, posture too, as if he was looking around with distrust, maybe contempt, or even disdain. Probably some local leader. Daydreaming again. Slavia brought me back to reality. Olga D stood nearby. Still remember the plan for the week? The plan. I will never forget the plan. The plan, I'll never forget the plan. Perfect. She looked at Slavia. Did you bring it? Yes. Slavia handed me a piece of paper. It's a checklist. Hit the 4 tasks to check off. Do it all today. Before you start, sign up for the club. There are some clubs in the clubhouse and a musical club in a separate building. Then visit the infirmary. And finally, visit the library. Got it? Yep. The checklist seemed like a good chance to find out something since I had to go places I haven't been before. Then come on, start right now. What about lunch? Don't worry, I'll bring you some more sandwiches. The checklist is more important. Good luck. I'm hungry. Physically and in the game. They departed too fast for me to ask anything else. Missed breakfast, now I'll miss lunch too. This ain't good. Maybe I'll manage it in sometime somehow. Weird anime. Lunch starts at 1 p.m. Then again, if I'll go there if I miss a place for the checklist. It's too early to go to the canteen anyway. What the fuck? Right on. Okay, so this is real life now. So the checklist I apparently can't check. There's the beach, there's a boathouse, a booth, WMC, old building, there's the bus stop I came from. So I've been here, the forest, library, infirmary, kitchen, dining, clubhouse. Let's go to there. I went to the clubhouse. To tell the truth, I never really liked extracurricular activities. At school, I used to find any excuse to skip extra classes. At university, I had no interest in participating in the student council. I wasn't interested in boxing or modeling or sewing, so I came here to check off the box. Nobody was here. Found myself looking like I found myself in something like a hut or a junior robot enthusiast. There was some weird wires, simply printed circuits scattered everywhere. Chips and on tables proudly stood an oscillograph. I don't know what that is. I heard voices from the other room. And then two pioneers appeared. Oh, electronic. And the other one I didn't know. Electronic. Hi, Simeon. We've been expecting you. Really? It seems he knows everything about everyone. Simeon, what were you expecting me? Well, of course, because you came to sign up to our cybernetics club, didn't you? He didn't let me answer. And this is Shurik. He's in charge here. I assume there's only 2 of you in the club. Well, you can say that it's 3 now. Right. Shurik came up to me and assertively offered his hand. His face was somewhat familiar. Oh God, the standard cliche. Welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I'm gonna go ahead and voice over what he looks like to me because I think this is what he sounds like. Oh, why? Welcome to the club. Yep. Now I'll show you around. Make yourself at home. Guys, I just wanted to. We always welcoming new members. He said it in such a way that the anthem of the Soviet Union suddenly started playing in my head. I don't really. It's amazing I even remembered the words. In the first grade, I had a textbook with the lyrics written in the back. Oh no, I just wanted you to sign my checklist. Yep, you can sign up for the club. Yep, you sign up for the club. We'll sign you a checklist. He grinned. I was getting ready for a long and boring argument, but then I heard someone enter. I looked back and I saw Slavia. Ah, Simeon, I hope they're not giving you any trouble. She narrowed her eyes, looking at the future of the motherland's robotics industry. This is getting weird in a communistic sort of way. Like, okay, I'm not from Russia, clearly. So, this is getting weird to me. I don't know, it's just really weird because basically this is Russian, I'm American, and I thought it was going to be no different besides the language barrier, but it's actually really different. I know these two, they can, well, actually, I just need to get my checklist signed. I decided to take advantage of the situation. No problem, give it to me. Savia took the paper and marched up to Shurik. Sign it. Hold on, we're not done yet. You're done. Sign it now. She gave Shurik such a threatening look that it made him lose every possible objection. He wrote some squiggles on the checklist. I thanked Slavia, then I moved on in a mellow mood. Mellow. Alright. Music club. The music club, a small one-level building, was located some distance from the other camp buildings. I opened the door and entered without hesitation. Oh, sweet, a guitar. There were enough instruments for a whole orchestra. Drums, guitars, even a piano. I spent some time looking closely at every instrument, wanting to guess the time period they were from, but suddenly I heard a crawling sound come from underneath the piano. Oh, okay. Straight from hentai, alright. A girl seemed like she was looking for something. She was standing on all fours, oh god, in a suggestive position, and I hesitated to speak at first. I would too. That ass though. Excuse me. Ah, who's there? Oh shit. Oh shit. She tried to stand up from the bottom of the piano, prevented her from doing so. Ouch. She struggled out. Sorry, I scared you. It's nothing. Oh, you got a checklist? You must be new here. What's your name? Ah, yes. My name is Meek. Miku. Miku? There's a Japanese student in a Russian land? What the... Okay, hold on. Okay, so, blue hair, Miku. Please tell me somebody's in... No, really, I'm serious. Nobody believes me, but my real name... It's my real name. My mother's Japanese. My dad met her when he was building. Well, it wasn't him who was building. He's an engineer. And nobody believes my name is Miku. Alright, and he was working on a nuclear power plant and then... Or a dam. Or a bridge. Whatever. She was talking so fast she swallowed half the words she tried to... I'm Simeon. Great. Want to be in our club? It's only me here now, but it was two of us then. Do you play anything? When I became antisocial, I bought a guitar and learned a few chords, but then I forgot about it. Since I quit everything that required more than a couple hours to learn. You know, I wasn't planning to do anything like that, really. Oh, it's okay. I'll teach you. Maybe a trumpet, for example. How about a violin? I know it all, honestly. There was no point in arguing with the orchestra girl since there was only another cascade of words waiting to blast at me. Hey, I'll think about it. Can you sign it? For now? Yes, sure, give it to me. Be sure to come around. I sing too. I sing you some Japanese folk songs. Or maybe if you're not into that, something more contemporary. Okay, aside from this, I like making music. Let's just say I'm an artist. I like making music, so this is actually what I'm drawn to. So let's just leave it at that. But I really like this girl. She's drawn to me. So if they had a function to date her, I would choose her. Not Slavi. I mean, no offense to Slavi. It's just I like Miku. I want her to be my waifu. Sure. Thanks. Gotta go now. Of course. Come anytime. Miku, what a cool chick. The end of her sentence stayed inside. It must be nice to hang around with a guitar in the evening, but in such company. Oh, shit. I turned to leave and faced with Alyssa. She eyed me suspiciously. Why did you come? The checklist. Got it. Signed. Yes. Then move it. Alyssa went inside and hurried to leave the place. Alright. The infirmary. What's the point of visiting the infirmary? My health was fine. The fresh local air clearly did me some good. I felt fresher than usual. But I just have to visit it. I entered. A common infirmary like my school's doctor's room. Okay, well, we're gonna stay with the Russian aspect because it's clearly in Russian. Oh, you have brown and blue eyes. A middle-aged woman sat on the table. Titties. Titties. Obviously, she was a nurse. She gazed intently at me, assessing me while continuing to write something. Well, hello, pioneer. I gotta say it more seductively, because apparently she's a very seductive woman. Well, hello, pioneer, said the nurse without being distracted from her work. Oh, no, wait. Good morning, ma'am. I have something. Sit down, please. I looked around the room on the couch. I sat down, stripped. Oh. She said all of it with an even tone. What for? To inspect, to osculate, to check on your health, you know. Alright. By the way, my name is Violetta, but you can call me Viola. Oh my god, that is hot. She turned to me. What are you waiting for? Strip. But I have no health issues. I've got this. I neatly gave her the paper. Later. She took the stethoscope off her neck, checked. Seemed like she intended to probe me with it. But then somebody knocked on the door. The nurse answered unwillingly. Come in. The moment door widely open, electronic rushed inside. Hello, Hello, I fell during the football game. Nonsense, of course. I'm okay, but Olga D. There was a massive bruise under Electronic's eye. I doubt that this could be a football injury. Sit down, I'll have a look, she said to me. And you passed me your checklist. The nurse quickly signed it and continued. If something hurts, come to me immediately, Pioneer. I decided not to answer and went out, closing the door behind me. That nurse is surely something else. Yeah, she's hot in the bitch, though. Alyssa and Viola, Miku and Lena. It's a lot of weird people here. Electronic and... Oh, it's a lot of people here. Library. Actually, I love reading, but spending my days in a library under the current circumstances was beyond my scope. So I'd better hurry up with this checklist. Oh my god. As I step inside, a memory from a childhood emerged. It was very vivid. I'm 7 or 8, and I was in the library with my mother. She was looking through the books and I might need for my studies. I was sitting on the corner looking through their collection of comic books. But then I didn't know why they had so many, or why couldn't I take some with me. The notion of collective property was something my mind hadn't grasped yet at that age. However, back then, whole concept of property was pretty hasty. The memory seemed even strange now. While I was standing in a particular camp where they might have managed to build communism in 3 years. I agree, this is very communistic. Soviet symbolism was all over this place, and the shelves were full of related literature. Of course, I wasn't planning on reading any of these. Getting acquainted with the full location of books by Marx was the last thing on earth I would think of. Okay. Where's the librarian? I didn't spend much time looking for her. I looked closely. Short hair, thick glasses, rather cute face. She was snoring so peacefully, I couldn't just wait. I can wait. If she doesn't wake up in half an hour, maybe then. I couldn't just sit there, so I took a random book off the shelf, the nearest shelf. Author Schweitzer. The World as Will and Representation. I opened it roughly in the middle and started reading. Okay. If you wanted to read all that, you could have just went back. Someone knocked on the door. I closed the book quickly and put it back in its place. What a nice habit, knocking on the door. I should pick it up. Because you just barge in. It was Lena. Oh, hi. I smiled. I just wanted to return a book. The copy of Gone in the Wind that I saw yesterday. Oh, Xenia is sleeping. I'll come back later. I'm awake. What the fuck? I turned around in surprise and looked at her. She eyed me closely from behind her table. What is it you wanted? I need you to check here.